ASTER faces critical pressure after a $1.99 million 5x long met an already crowded long side. The risk is a bullish chart pattern is competing with liquidation risk from heavy long positioning. What can be stated clearly is a fresh wallet placed a $1.99 million leveraged long using 5x leverage on ASTER. The cleaner lens is crowded leverage, not whale confidence. The anchor number is $1.99 M long, while 5x leverage shows the scale already visible. That keeps the opening question tight. Can ASTER move past 80 cents break without the story outrunning its evidence? A viewer who only sees whale confidence misses why 65 cents and 64.44% longs define the risk range. The confirmed context is the chart showed an inverse head and shoulders with neckline support near 65 cents and resistance near 80 cents. It matters because the headline alone does not show how much pressure is already built into the setup. The key baseline is $1.99 M long, while 5x leverage gives the story its scale. This prevents the segment from drifting into a generic market read. The baseline is specific, and the next test has to stay specific too. That baseline also explains why 64.44% longs belongs in the setup rather than the conclusion. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is leverage magnifies both conviction and fragility. Positive funding means longs pay to stay positioned. That is why whale confidence is not enough to judge the story. The test is whether the mechanism survives real pressure, especially around 80 cents break. The mechanism also explains why the same headline can produce different outcomes. If the process behind it is weak, attention fades. If the process holds, behavior can change. The mechanism ties $1.99 M long to 65 cents, so the next reaction is not random. The group with the closest exposure is Fresh Wallet. Long accounts reached 64.44% versus 35.56% shorts, creating a one-sided setup that can unwind quickly. The consequence is practical. Decisions get made around access, liquidity, trust, or timing before the final answer is available. The story should not be inflated beyond that scope. The strongest reading stays tied to 5x leverage and the observable path towards 65 cents. Binance longs also matters here because it shapes the route from crowded leverage to actual decisions. The confirmed facts do not settle everything. The trade does not prove continuation. ASTER still needs buyers to defend 65 cents and clear 80 cents. This matters because treating the unresolved part as fact would overstate the story and mislead the viewer. The open side also tells viewers exactly what evidence is still missing. That evidence is not a mood shift. It is the concrete signal around 80 cents break. The proof has to appear in 80 cents break, not just in repeated claims about ASTER. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. For ASTER Faces Critical, the next signal is whether ASTER breaks 80 cents cleanly or slips below 65 cents and weakens the pattern. 80 cleanly or slips below 65 cents and weakens the pattern. A clean confirmation would make the pressure point easier to read. A failure would show that crowded leverage is still the unresolved center of the story. The closing read is to track the trigger, not the loudest claim. ASTER only gets a stronger case if the next signal appears. That is why the final read stays tied to 65 cents, $64.44% longs, and 80 cents break.